Early voting is now over in Iowa and Illinois. Tomorrow's the last chance to cast a ballot if you haven't done so already. The race for president took an unexpected turn over the weekend when the latest Des Moines Register poll showed Kamala Harris leading Donald Trump in the state. Your local election headquarters tracks these developments in campaign 2024. Here's how that Des Moines Register poll looks for Iowa. It has Harris with 47% to 44% for Trump among likely voters. The same poll put Trump ahead by 4 points in September. Iowa has 6 electoral votes. This poll has been correct the last 4 presidential elections. That poll is still within the margin of error of 3.4%. Scott County Democrats and Republicans are working to get out the vote tomorrow. Democrats are hopeful Iowa can turn their way.
I was anticipating it because the positivity we're seeing at the doors, the excitement that we're talking to people. I didn't know what the rest of the state looked like, but I knew that Scott County looked good. I think that the Republicans have got so extreme in Iowa, and it really woke people up. I talked to an 18-year-old today, and she's just so excited to vote tomorrow.
A poll from Emerson College has very different results. Its survey of likely voters in Iowa has Trump with a 10-point lead at 53% and Harris at 43%. That is well outside the margin of error. Scott County Republicans think this is the more likely result.
There's another national poll that shows President Trump winning Iowa 7 to 8 points. So one poll and that person's not perfect. They do make mistakes. So we're confident that President Trump is going to win Iowa. The support is still very strong. It has been since the caucus. You know, we were amazed at the caucus that how strong Trump was with so many other candidates, and it's remained very strong.
Polls in Illinois will be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. Polls in Iowa will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pennsylvania's 19 electoral votes are shaping up to be critical in deciding the presidential race. Polls show Kamala Harris and Donald Trump neck and neck in that state. Weijia Jiang reports there's a lot of focus on the role the gender gap will play in the battleground state.
She's a self-proclaimed lifelong conservative.
Friends don't let friends vote Democrat. Yeah, boy, you have come a long way.
But the group Stephanie Sharp co-founded, Women for Us,
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right, is the message, yeah.
Is urging fellow Republican women to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris, turned off by former President Trump's rhetoric toward women.
I want to protect the women of our country, whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them.
And his role in reversing Roe v. Wade.
We'll send Donald Trump packing and have compromise on issues that are important to all of us.
In Pennsylvania, they are targeting voters in the Philadelphia suburbs that helped President Biden win the state 4 years ago.
I heard you talking about a clandestine sisterhood. What does that mean?
There are, again, hundreds of thousands of Republican women out there who are ready to vote outside their party, but they don't want to talk about it.
Across the battleground states, Post-it notes like these popping up in women's bathroom stalls are aimed at the so-called silent Harris supporter.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey.
So are campaign ads like this one, narrated by Julia Roberts.
Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth.
These Trump supporters are skeptical of polling that shows Harris has a big lead among women.
God, I have a big group of families, and I don't know one woman who isn't going to go in there and proudly vote for Donald J. Trump.
For them, it's about policy, not personality.
We're not going home with him. We're not sitting and eating at the dining room table with him every night. But actions speak louder than words. And his actions are more aligned with my faith, with my family, and the values that we hold dear.
A senior Trump campaign official tells us that even if Harris performs better with women, they believe that Trump's popularity among men will be more impactful. One strategy, they are flooding rural areas looking for men who usually don't vote to get them to the polls. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Kamala Harris is spending the last day of the campaign with a few stops in Pennsylvania. Donald Trump has stops in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Illinois' Attorney General will send teams to monitor polling places tomorrow. Their job will be to ensure the integrity of the election. You can call the Attorney General's office if you see anything suspicious at the polls. You're entitled to vote tomorrow in Illinois if you're in line before the polls close at 7 p.m. You can get a replacement ballot if you accidentally ruined your initial paper ballot. Early voting attracted a lot of activity across the country, with ballots cast by 78 million people so far. Election officials across the country are working to make sure everything runs smoothly and safely. The FBI set up a national election command post to respond to any security issues. There's a fence around the U.S. Capitol and other buildings in Washington, D.C. Some businesses are boarded up after the Department of Homeland Security indicated some people are calling for violence. You can expect typical problems like traffic if you're voting tomorrow. We've got help for those of you who don't know your polling locations. You can search them county by county on arquetcities.com.